Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming and welcome. Welcome to GQUAT Traditions, where good friends become family and family is everything. Hoping that you can hear me. Something looks funny. Can you put a one in the chat if you can hear me? Just looking, just looking. Hello, Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Thank you for coming. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear me? Can you put a one in the chat if you can hear me? Oh, good. Good, good, good. Mike, I saw you with those, what was it? Murano peppers today. I don't know how you eat so many peppers. They look delicious. I'm not really able to go any. I think I'm going to faint. My sister and neighbor, Yankee Sister Homestead, is here. Hello, sis. Thank you and welcome. My sister, Maria Graham. She's always bright and early. And thank you, Rachel, Unbiased LLC. You came through earlier, and I know it's part of the working day where you are. Murasaki. Oh, that's how you say it. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can pull the pull the chat up so that I can see it. I never know how to do it quickly. Hey, Martika. Thank you for coming and welcome. So it's not there. I guess YouTube hasn't told me that I'm live and how to click on it. But that's okay. We'll just keep going. What's beautiful, Martika? The peppers, Mike's peppers. Thank you. You guys, I guess those of you who are in here notice my new hairstyle. I got my hair twisted. If I get close, you could see all the little twists. I was thinking about getting sister locks, the sister lock style. Oh, me? Oh, thank you, Martika. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I was trying to find some earrings that will show under my hair, and now I see why Nikki and Gigi and everybody wear those big, pretty earrings because they have all that hair and you can't see the edges of your face. Cheryl Faulkner, how are you doing, sis? Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Thank you, Lock Nations. You know what? It's not even locked yet. I think that's the next stage, but it was longer when it was first done, and then it curled all up. Guess that's just how my natural hair is. It is what it is, and that's what I'm going to work with. You're outside with the kiddos. Oh, it's so beautiful out. Did you notice I'm not even sweating today? We here in Connecticut, Zone 6B, we went from winter to summer. It took forever. Then it dried out. We didn't get any rain. We got a little bit of rain. And now it's cold again. It's like 63 degrees in the morning. Oh my goodness. So, something new is coming on today at 5 o'clock, and a humble stewards crafting. I always get that mixed up with humble stewards website, the gardening channel. Short hola, you got the babies? That's okay. Thank you. Hey, Sissy Joanne Stevens. Hope Roscoe's dental appointment is going okay. So, I'm not able to pull up the chat. I don't know why. But oh wait, maybe I was going in studio. Maybe I need to go in YouTube? Does anybody know? It's okay. I can live without it. So, who's canning? It's Oh, Roscoe said thank you. You're welcome, baby. Love you and hope everything comes out well. So, I have been preserving. I didn't have a lot in my garden. I was talking to the maintenance man today outside and on the properties, and he was showing me all the flowers that are in the area where I live. And he said the groundhogs and the squirrels have eaten the heads off all of the flowers. I thought they were only enjoying themselves having their buffet in my garden, but I don't know what it is, why they eat them all the flowers. I planted over 100 flowers from seed. They're all gone. They're all gone. Oh, Maria Graham, Sissy received your beautiful postcard. Thank you. Speaking of which, I will start. I was waiting for some more people to come in. I got some mail this week, and it's a beautiful card. Hello, Barb Brownlee. She says, welcome, everyone. Thank you. You like my hair? Watered garden early, harvested hibiscus flowers to make hibiscus lemonade. Oh my gosh, current temperature 105. Wow. So I got this beautiful card, and I want to read it to you because I got a phone call saying the same thing, and it says, sunny skies remind me of YOU, meaning moi, Auntie Ellen. And inside it says, for the Lord God is a sun and shield. He bestows favor and honor. Amen. And that's Psalm 84, chapter, the 11th verse. And then inside it says, Penny, Maria Graham, and most of my family call me Penny. Thinking of you always makes my day brighter. Love you. And she's glad I was feeling better. I was having a little minute last week, a couple little issues. But, you know, these chats, these YouTube channels, like Lead Farmer 73 says, you never know who's listening. And people you don't know. And by the way, hi Lorraine T, thank you for coming. I want to welcome each of you, and I'm thankful for each of you. Those in the bushes, you count to my watch time. The subscribers, without you, I wouldn't even be able to go live because I that's how I reached the 1,000 subscribers, and the members to my new members club. If you want to join the members club, it's $1.99 a month, and it helps the channel to grow. That's how I can. Let's see, how do I show this? I'm always doing something. I'm clicking. And it helps the algorithm. Hi, Rachel, Unbiased LLC. Oh, I know, Rachel. I saw you. I was shopping with you in Joann's when you were getting the fabric. For those of you who didn't see, she's making 30 praise dance skirts by Saturday. And she was trying to get all the matching fabric yesterday. And it's hard when, yeah, you can go on the sites like Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and order online delivered to the store, but she doesn't have that much time. She has to have all these ready by Saturday, in addition to her other work. Oh, 10, the educated natural. Kim says, thank you for her packages. Blessings. Blessings to you, and thank you for all of the work that you do. Lilac's little bell. I have to, when I learn how to pull up pictures while I'm live. As a matter of fact, when Humble Stewards goes live, I'm going to, no, maybe I can drop a link now. I think I know how to do that. And see if any of you would like to come up. Let me try that for the first time. How about that trick? Copied, leave this, and go to chat, Command V. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. So, if any of you would like to come up, I just dropped the link for the first time and tell me what you're doing in the garden, what you're doing with arts and crafts. And I just wanted to tell you, I got a phone call this week from a sister friend. She's she's an artist, a visual artist, and she was saying that she was feeling so down and some negative things had happened to her. And I did it, Cheryl Faulkner. Yes. Hey, David Corey, stroking me already, pretty lady. Thank you very much. Thank you, David. I appreciate your support. So, my friend was saying that she was having the roughest time and she works all the time. She creates. She's not happy in the space that she lives in. And then she said, out of the clear blue sky on her phone, she got a notification that I was live or a replay, and she watched it, and it made her feel so much better. It was like group therapy. I thought about that last night when I saw the replay for Wind Down Wednesday. Everybody knows that's one of my, hey, Casing's 55. That's one of my favorite things to do. I didn't have a little smile to toss back, and I had the biggest nap, biggest nap. But the things that we say here go out all over the world. And once you say anything, good, bad, for better or for worse, like the educated natural says, it's out there in business and in your personal work here on the internet. And I always tell you guys, my word is my bond. My word is my bond. And anything that you say here in YouTube on your channels, you know, you make verbal contracts. Verbal contracts are as binding as written contracts. Me, having studied law for so many years, and I have a paralegal certificate in like four different specialties. But corporations law, you need three things to have a contract, whether it's oral or written. And you have to have an offer, an acceptance, and consideration. That means you give up something. So whatever you do, honor your word, whether it's verbal or written. Okay, and it is enforceable in court. Thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. So that was some of my mail. Then I was handed some mail. So Sunday I went to get my hair twisted, my natural hair, and then I went to see my mother in she's in rehab in a nursing institution. And everybody, of course, they're all seniors, and most of the ladies were playing bingo. Hello, Mona, sifting some soil and more. Thank you for coming and welcome. And there were a couple ladies. There are men there, but there weren't any present in the community room for bingo that day. And I was sitting there with my little mask on so that I could protect the seniors when I go there. And a lady came, and she was coloring. Then there was another lady in the wheelchair, and a lot of them pushed themselves around like with their feet or slowly, or there's a big wooden handrail around the entire building, and they slowly pull themselves along, or those who were not able to, the staff members push them along in their wheelchairs. So I took Mr. Hershey with me. For those, where are you, Mr. Hershey? Mr. Hershey is a 10-pound Shih Tzu. He's blind now, and he I took him and I had him in my cart. Hello, the jewelry spot. Thank you for coming and welcome. I need to make some of your round earrings so that you can see them when when I come. These were the only earrings I could find that were long that you could see under my hair. So I took Mr. Hershey out. There was one lady, she was pushing herself around like in her own little world. She said that she couldn't hear well. So I took Mr. Hershey out of the cart. It's a long walk from the front of this place to the back where my mother was. And I picked him up, and it was like they had a little baby doll. So they were holding him and petting them. I think I'll take him as long as my mother is there to visit. But when I got ready to leave, the lady gave me what she was working on. Just I've never seen her. I didn't meet her. Isn't this sweet? And she signed it. And this is what she'd been working on for like 2 hours. And I think her name might be Pat, Miss Pat, because that's what's on the back of the card. So I say that to say that, words carry. They carry in space, they carry in people's hearts, they carry in people's mind. So be careful of what you say. Your word can be like a sword. It can cut you to the quick, or it can heal you and lift you up and lift you up. Just like I don't go to church. Lorraine T says, Amen. I don't physically go to church anymore, but I go every Sunday to the same church I was baptized in. I try to be a sweet person, David Corey, but I am until I'm not. And we won't even talk about that part because I go to therapy every Tuesday for therapy and counseling. And one of the things I wanted to say is I was baptized in that church when I was about 4 or 5 years old. It's in Stamford, Connecticut. I'm still a member. I rejoined when I came back here. Joanne Stevens is a member. She was married in that church, 48 years ago, her and Uncle Roscoe. And so, see, I don't know if you saw, but Miss, oh my gosh, one of the ladies, one of the members of the church that I've known all my life since the day I joined church, and I'm almost 75 years old. And this lady used to walk all over town. She's 101 years old, and she still knows you when you go there physically. She says, "Oh, hello, Ellen. How are you doing? You look like you did when you were a little girl." I'm like, "Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you." So I want to go on and talk about some more things. We had some questions last week about canning, and I've been canning all of my life, not me personally, but the family's always had a garden. I was 2 years old, 3 years old, with my little stubby fingers poking holes in the ground. And Daddy said, "Put two." Oh, Mrs. Sumter. Yes, Mother Sumter. Boy, mine is a terrible thing to waste. It's funny when you go live, anybody who's ever gone live, it's like a three-ring circus. You're trying to concentrate on what people are saying, what you wanted to say, and then some things just go boop. You can't think of it until after. Longevity. There are a lot of people. The building that I live in is a senior building. I personally live in a handicap apartment. But one of the ladies, well, everybody is over 62, but one of the ladies in my arts and craft class that I had when I was going around giving volunteer lessons. She's 98 years old. She lives in her own apartment. That's why I got this place, because I'm not on 4 acres with all of those animals. Okay, Renee said she forgets everything she wanted to say when she goes live. I actually have a little card, a flashcard with an outline of some sentences so that I don't forget every single thing. And I wanted to talk about canning. For those of you who want to can or have not canned, I use the family methods, the things that I've been doing for years. I mostly water bath can, although I do have a steam pressure canner now, and I have a dehydrator, and I'm always fermenting and pickling something. I do the cheetah refrigerator pickles because I can't eat all the cucumbers I get. Even one English cucumber is long, and it will fill up 2 quart bottles, so jars. So I do that. But this is the Bell Blue Book of preserving, and I just want to say this: if you've never canned and you don't know what to do, it just has extra ideas. It tells you things to do. Professor Panky, thank you. Thank you. And it tells you about different temperatures. It tells you what things. But one of the things I wanted to point out is you don't have to. We need to preserve all we can. It's going to be, oh, okay, how do I say GQuat? Oh, Humble Servants will be going live after us. That was a flash up. But to water bath can, all you need is a pot that's big enough that when you put your fruits in the jar, you use whatever lemon juice, whatever is recommended, your jelly, you don't mostly need it. You make sure that you have an inch or two of water over the top of the jar. You tighten it finger tight, and you put like a cloth or aluminum foil, something in the bottom of the pan, and just cover it with 2 inches of 1 to 2 inches of water. Any pot, any pot that you have in the house, that's what you use, and you don't need anything else. It's just like sewing. You don't need a sewing machine or a big fancy one. Lorraine T bought one called a Spartan. I've since done some research on it, and it's such an amazing machine. It was made in the like 1950s and 60s, and it was made. The word Spartan means frugal, and it's a frills machine that is one of the most powerful machines in the world, and it's just amazing, and it's affordable. Those of you who want to get a heavy duty straight stitch machine, I highly recommend it. And so did Yankee's sister. Also got that one. So now I'm still looking to see if I can find myself live and pull up the chat, but I'm not able to. I'm also trying to find. Thank you, Barb Brownlee. I'm listening and trying to see your comments. So I put out there if anybody wanted to come up. You're nervous to can, but we'll try once it cools down a bit. Okay, don't be nervous, Mike. You put whatever's in the jar, you put the water in. It tells you in the book how far to fill. They recommend that you put the jar up. You can buy a little canning set. I'll see if I can find a picture of some tools. You can use tongs or whatever, but there's a little kit that has a debubbler in it, something with a little magnifier. I mean, not a magnifying glass, a magnet in it so that you can pull the tops up. You used to have to boil them. You don't have to boil them anymore. You just heat them. And a lot of the air fryers you can dehydrate in now if you have one, Mike. I know that you have a lot of peppers. Hey, Fifi's Journey. Thank you for coming and welcome. I've been watching you do all of your preserving and cooking and back to the bushes. I know that when I come on, it it's during the workday and everything. So I appreciate each and every one of you. F.R. Humphrey, I've been watching you. For those of you who don't know, F.R. Humphrey is an artist. She paints, she does crochet, and she's been doing some cooking, preserving, and showing the garden. I'm trying to find some of the utensils, Mike, but it's a little pack that you can get on Amazon. And like Lorraine says, it's not hard. And you just have to cover it. I'm looking to see if, oh, and it comes with a funnel, a wide funnel. Funny story. I was pouring some, decanting some dandelion oil that I had soaked for a while, and it was warm, and I was pouring it in a jar, and my depth perception is off. When you have vision in one eye, things are not where you think they are. Mona's sifting some soil. Thank you for coming, and I'm pouring it so nicely in the jar. And guess what? I must have been missing half the jar. I feel something warm going down my leg. Nope, I didn't pee myself, and it was yellow. It was the oil. It was the oil. But I preserved a lot of it. It was a half gallon. I ended up with about a quart of it. But you're going to need to save. For those of who you don't know, have not been watching the news, the Panama Canal is the way that large ships coming from, say, China or bringing goods to the East Coast, they come through the Panama Canal, which is in South America. About during the you know what, when things were shut down, the Suez Canal, it's like sister or brother canal on the other side of the world, because of a ship had wrecked or something inside the canal and clogged it up, and the boats couldn't get through. Right now, there are about 21 large ships waiting to get through the Panama Canal to bring goods and services to the East Coast. It's going to get worse as the weather changes. Oil, I'm not one of those doomsday forecasters where every day or Chicken Little the sky is falling. Eco nephew, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. So just saying, Mike, start where you are. That's how you start canning. Just find something. You can take your peppers, cut them up, just put them in some vinegar, and that will preserve it. Or you can make a salt brine and preserve it. There are lots of simple little recipes that you can use. But anyway, there are USDA guidelines for those of you who are canning for the first time. Just know that anything that is not acidic, you have to, like vegetables, milk products, meat, you do have to pressure can. But you will learn, and do what you know. Do what you know. Do what you love and love what you do. You will love canning. You will love preserving all those cherry tomatoes. I saw G Mama Grows. She's not in here right now, but she had so many tomatoes. A lot of you. Joanne Stevens says, sifting some soil. Hello, hello. King David, David Corey. David went live. He had so many people, and he will be going live more often. FR Humphrey will be going live more often. FR Humphrey, Mike is recommending the Norpro Canning Essentials box set, 6-piece set. Yeah, that's the one, and it comes with everything that you need right together, right together. And you can always make some jelly. I made some applesauce this week because my helper went to the store, and I asked her to get me a bag of apples. Um, I wanted to take some to the family when I went on Sunday. She got 2 bags, and I'm like, oh, where am I going to do with 2 bags to preserve them until I get there on Sunday? So I made some applesauce, and then I took the cores and the skin, and I have it making apple cider vinegar. I have been making apple cider vinegar for 50 years. I actually have, I will put a link to the description. I make it in two. I think I have 2 videos. One in the actual making it, how I put the coffee filter on the top and a rubber band, and my little secret to fast germination. Oh, G Mama Grows, you are here. Thank you for coming and welcome. My hair is so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I've been thinking about it for a long time. Then I was going to get, like I was saying, sister locks, and there was a waiting list. I asked the lady to put me out. She does the trademarked sister locks. And while I was on the waiting list, my granddaughter, who has a clientele, when she's not working at her school job, she braids hair and does hair. So I went, and my granddaughter actually did my hair for a tryout, and I actually love it. I love it, love it, love it. It looks like you can see my scalp now, but in the next couple of weeks, you won't be able to because my hair grows fast, and it'll grow even faster now because I don't know why it does. My sister Joanne doesn't go live. I don't even know how to tell if I have somebody in, thank you, Eco Neighbor, somebody in the back. I dropped the link. I didn't know how to lock it, but I will drop it again if somebody wants to come up live. I'm so excited that I know how to do this. Copied. So now I go out of there and I put it in the chat because this is an Apple computer. I put Control V and enter it. So if you guys would like to come up and Auntie Ellen's live, I would welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Most of you know that I am speaking of mail, before I do that, I want to show you something. When I went to the house, my granddaughter is a grandmother. And if you saw the recent video that I posted, the little boy that's on there is my granddaughter's grandson because we have 6 living generations, and that's how you count. 1, 2, 3, myself, my daughter, and her daughter, Sharita. That's the one who braided my hair. And then she has a daughter who has a son, and that's my great great grandson who was coloring with me while I was getting my hair twisted. He got some books out and he was on my lap, not on my lap, standing beside me, and he wanted Nana to read to him. And he's so cute. So there was a cow, I was going moo. Then there was a sheep, I was going bah. And then he looked at me and I was doing the other animals and he goes, "Good job." He was so proud that I could make all of these animal sounds. So my my granddaughter's niece, there's a neighbor selling the house. Thank you, Eco. What a blessing. Family is everything. Family is everything. And good friends become family, and families and everything. And that's one of the things I told you. The friend that called me said she was feeling down and she happened to watch one of my lives. I heard a noise. Oh, guess what, everybody? I have a visitor, my first visitor on my channel. Eco Nephew. I am tickled pink.
Hey, beautiful. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh my
Thank you,
goodness.
everybody.
You know what? You know what? I am so honored right now to be on the channel. I wish I was dressed up in a suit and a tie, but I just really feel like I'm honored to be amongst the group, amongst you right now. I'm just elated because thank you so much for everything that you do and that you teach. And I literally sit and watch and listen to your sideline conversations because I really don't sew, I don't knit, I don't do none of that stuff. But
You touched my heart.
I'm like, your sideline conversations, your experiences are just phenomenal. And I just love you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you know what you're dressed in? You're dressed in love. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's
I'm
all
coming with
you
love, nothing but love.
I know that. I love you too. I love you too. So, what's going on in the homestead today? Eco is one of the few people, and Gigi, that knows that I have bought raw land. I have lived in an RV for a month or so. I have drilled wells down 300 feet. I have put in 3 septic tanks.
Yeah.
I, I,
Yeah.
I have actually
I
drilled
mean,
2
I
wells.
mean, well, since you being transparent, let me be transparent as well. You have no idea. Well, the audience, they don't have any idea what you do behind the scenes. Because to me, I feel so connected to you that you give us so much information and so much guidance. And I just really appreciate it. And Gigi is like elated with you, and I am too. And I'm always listening for your feedback and everything that you give because you have had so much experience from the dogs, from the homestead,
Oh,
from
thank
you
you.
sharing stories with your family, from your father, and all of that. I'm just like, man, it's just so much information, and every day is something new. And I'm like, for me to just be a part of your sharing your knowledge, I just feel honored, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Speaking of stories, we were clearing the land, and I need to list it for my mother. My dad had a John Deere 450 bulldozer. For those of you who
Mm,
don't know bulldozers, this one has cleats. You can't,
gotcha.
we sank it in the mud. How do you sink a bulldozer in the mud with
You
cleats?
can
There was
do
a
it.
little branch down the bottom, and
Yeah.
my brother was driving it. And bulldozers, for those of you who don't know, it doesn't go by mileage like cars.
No. No
Eco
time.
can tell you it goes by hours. This
Yeah.
bulldozer, I don't think has more than 2,000 hours on it now. It's still
What? Oh my goodness.
it's still in the garage at my
Wow.
mother's house, and she needs to sell it. I might do some things to try to
Do,
help her
do,
sell
do you understand what you're saying? Your mother has a bulldozer.
it.
I'm like, who does that?
it, it was my dad's. It was my dad's.
Wow, wow, wow. So now I know that you got a lot of stuff going on. I know that you're sharing a lot of information. But let me ask you a question. What's to
Yes,
come in 2024? Because we are quickly approaching 2024. So what can we look forward to on your channel? I'm excited. What's going on? What's the transition?
I'm going to transition into doing other things, more DIY, some things for you guys, working with wood, maybe refinishing some things. I fixed a couple of little things around here in the last couple of weeks. I plan to get other machines out. I have my maternal grandmother's industrial sewing machine in the corner here right
Mm-hmm.
now in this apartment. I haven't used it or shown it. It's a heavy duty, and because I didn't have a camera that I could get fit in the corner, I have my green screen ready to cover up some of the. It's not blight; it's just a lot of stuff over there in my actual craft area. So I will be
Yeah.
doing that. I will be showing you how to make practical things. Practical.
Okay. 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 So
Um,
so now you have a library behind you. What is your go-to book?
my go-to book is the Bible.
Hmm. Gotcha.
My go-to book is.
So, so do you have a
You
go-to
see this big
chapter?
Bible?
Do you have a
Uh,
go-to chapter?
yes, I like the 91st Psalm when they're talking
Mm,
about blessings and taking care of yourself.
mine Psalm 119.
Oh, I will read
I
it
love Psalm. I love
when I
Psalm
get off.
119. Yeah,
I will
yeah,
read
yeah.
it when I get off, and that's out of respect. I know that everybody doesn't believe in the Bible, whatever. Do what you do. This is what I do, and this is my
Gotcha.
channel. So just respect that this is what we do, and that's how we roll.
Well, that's not the only book that I read. I'm just saying, to me, that's like my book of life. And I know I respect your channel, but for me, I just brought that up because I'm always fascinated about, learning new things, and you're always teaching new things. So I'm just curious on what your go-to book. You chose the book of life. I mean, I agree with you. I love the book of life.
Thank you. Thank you. Could I tell you a funny story? So
Sure.
I moved back to Connecticut in like 1997 to help.
Mhm.
My dad had a traumatic brain injury, so I moved into the house on the third floor. Well, mommy's house has 9 bedrooms. It's big, big, big. You
Wow.
have no idea
Wow.
when I say 6 generations. There were 6 kids. We each had a bedroom. My grandmother had a bedroom. So when we came home, it was like we would go to our bedroom. Joanne said, "Well, Auntie Joanne throwing some dirt."
I
So
can't I can't see the chat, so you have to
that's
share the
what I
chat.
could read it with you. She said, "We're having a silver polishing session in November. It might be finished by 2024." I had some family silver that has to be like 75 years old. It was my
Wow.
mother-in-law's silver. So my mother's
Mhm.
in her 90s, so this silverware belonged to a like 100-year-old at the time. My mother's house was actually built in 1907.
Wow.
1907, this big house.
Okay.
But anyway, I sent the silver. I wanted Auntie Joanne because she has a big house and the family, we all go to visit her. So I said, I'll give her this heritage silver. I'm in an apartment. I don't even have an extra space to put this box that's like 18 inches wide by 6 inches by whatever. And so I mailed it to her. She's talking about, I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. You gonna polish it. So I
I
will polish it.
I got a 18, I think it's 1883. My silver, like I used to collect silver coins, and I think my oldest silver coin is like 1883, and I got a bronze that is 1873, if I'm not mistaken. But I
Wow.
mean, polishing silver, I don't know if anybody has ever done it, but
It's
it can be very relaxing. It's something about it.
well, I'm going to relax Auntie Joanne and Uncle Roscoe because the only way I'm going to polish it is if we go live and they help. So
Gotcha.
I
I
like
got you.
the retired gardener. GT Junior grows at Alaska. If I
GT,
have
what's
a
up?
the retired gardener. Yeah, yeah. So this is such a pleasant surprise. Such a
No, it's
pleasant
definitely
surprise.
pleasant. I just wanted to kind of slide in. I just want to let you know that, I love you, I respect you, and I
Thank you.
thank you so
Thank you.
much for your contribution. And you do a whole, let me tell y'all, if y'all listening in, what she does on YouTube is only a pinch of what she does behind the scenes. She is amazing, phenomenal, and a lot of people, lives that she touched, they do not have this opportunity. But for those, we thank you, we appreciate you, and continue to just sharing your journey because you have experienced so much, man. I mean, it's amazing. And then not only on top of that, the things that you experience, you learn something from every single thing. And I'm
Uh,
like, thank you, appreciate you. And I'm fixing to slide out, but I really appreciate you and I thank you. And it's an honor to be on your channel and continue doing what you're doing, beautiful, because you are
Thank
my
you.
beautiful auntie. And
Yeah,
no
thank,
one can touch my auntie. I'm just letting everybody know that nobody can touch my auntie.
thank you very much. So
Much
now,
love to you.
how do I drop you back down again?
I'm sliding out. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, so you're gonna
Gone.
say poof, poof, the magic bandit. That was fun. Yay! I had my first guest, everybody. G Mama Girl said, did David, I had to switch to my computer. What's up, man? At Mike's Chaotic Gardening. So going back to the house now, my great granddaughter went and they were having a yard sale, and she knows her grandmother likes art, all kind, and she got 3 things for me. I don't know whether the house owner gave it to her or she bought it. She does have a job. She just graduated from high school, but she has a job. And it says China National Publications Corporation. And it's a piece of really nice Chinese art. And it's a scroll. And I want to share it with you. Can you see it? It's very, very beautiful. I'll hold it still so the camera can catch it. Isn't that nice? Hello, Jegs, J3GS Farm. Thank you for coming and welcome. And for those of you who don't know, Odom and Jags go live at 9 o'clock tonight. at 9 o'clock tonight, and they have a lot of experience in everything, especially farming and things like that. I don't know if you were here and I was talking to Eco about Daddy's John Deere bulldozer. Yeah, but Daddy was not happy with me about that, about sinking his bulldozer. Now, there's something else that Sydney is a girl named Sydney, and the price on it was $10 at the yard sale. And she thought about it and she got it for Nana. Look how nicely it's packaged in this box. Oops, it's satin, and it appears to be another scroll. This goes to the part of David Corey starting trouble. J3 is one of the best farmers. He calls everybody farmers and farmettes, for those of you who do not know. So I'm opening this scroll, and uh, I'm just. Oh, can anybody tell me what this is? Can you put a one in the chat if you can tell me what it is? The first person who tells me, hello, Marie Campbell, learning to quilt and sew. Thank you for coming. Can you see what this is, you guys? What this is a picture of? I'll give you a clue. Uh, David Curry, close but no cigar. Um, I'll give you a clue. And the first person that says what it is, I will give you a gift. I will, I'll send you a fabric postcard. I just saw it. I just saw it. F.R. Humphrey said it first. If you guys can help me. Hello, Crafty Leo. It's all that mountains and cloud, but it is the Great Wall of China. It's the Great Wall of China. Funny story. There's a book called Flat Stanley. I've talked about it before. And the story, I have the book in this bookcase somewhere. Flat Stanley is a story of a little boy who was minding his own business in his bed, and the bookcase fell on him and mashed him flat. His dad didn't see him, Crafty Leo. I know you have children. And Flat Stanley got accidentally put into an envelope and ended up being mailed from place to place to place. So it's one of the first readers for children. David heard the story about Flat Stanley. He was going to mail himself to me. The Flat Stanley got mailed everywhere. So my great granddaughter Simone, everybody speaking, had Flat Stanley, and she mailed them to me when I was on my homestead in North Carolina. And I had chickens and ducks and goats and Cane Corso Italian masses. So Flat Stanley was the little boy in the book who got mashed flat. Crafty Leo, you have to get the book for your children, for your children. And so as a first reader, the kids get this book, and the teacher prints out a picture of Flat Stanley, the kids color it in, and they give it to friends and family is everything, to go and take a picture of Flat Stanley doing different things. Well, one of Simone's Flat Stanley, my daughter was working for an international retailer at the time, and you sent Flat Stanley to Miss T. I'm going to talk to her about it. And Flat Stanley went to the Great Wall of China. So Simone was able to show that to her class and the teacher. She sent Flat Stanley to me in North Carolina, and as I went to the mailbox, you have to go down to the road, off the property, get Flat Stanley out of the mailbox where the man drives along the road and along the right hand side only and sticks the mail in all the mailboxes that are on the road, goes to look up for Flat Stanley. And so my Flat Stanley, guess what? The goat, GT Jr. says he carried his brothers carried his Flat Stanley everywhere. So funny. Oh wait a minute, wait a minute. Campbell's Creation was first. Hold on a minute. Campbell's Creation. Okay. Campbell's Creation. Who did I say was first? Maria or G Mama Grows. Can you tell me who was first? And because I'm going to send you a fabric postcard, as a matter of fact, quickly, I will show you which one you get. Maria Graham, you're saying yes, but I don't know what you're saying yes to. Yes, who they were first. One person can be first, the other can be second. Can somebody type in the name that I can see who got it first? Was it Miss Ellen at Campbell's Creation? And who was the other one? I'm not able to pull up the chat. Maybe I can to see. I'll have to stop because I can't see and I'm not. Okay. Well, I will figure it out. I still don't know. Oh, Felicia. I thought it was Felicia, David saying. And it was Campbell said Britain. I can go back in the chat. I don't know. I need the moderators to please confirm please confirm which one it was. Campbell was Campbell was first, but you thought FR was. I see what happened. I apologize, Felicia. But Felicia's going to send me a postcard anyway, and I'm going to send her one. Miss Ellen, email me your. I don't think I have it, and I don't know if it's on your page. Please email me your mailing address, and I will. Thank you, David, and thank you for putting it in all caps so that I can see it. Can y'all see me? Yes, G Mama, we can see you. Okay, so speaking of postcards, real quick, I will let Ellen Campbell see. I have a bunch of those already made, ready to mail out. Oh no, that's all on me, sissy. I don't know what's on me, but okay, okay, Miss Ellen, I will send it to you. I'm gonna even give you a chance. Bad body, not so fit. Thank you for coming. Like 22. Okay, so I have peonies. I have cards that say friendship, or I have some originally piece crazy blocks. Which one? Okay. Now Barb Brownlee saying GT Jr. said, I don't know. You guys are confusing me. You guys are confusing me. I need somebody to tell me who said, because I can't see the chat, who said the Great Wall of China first. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Whoever was first, I'm sorry for all this confusion, but everybody's putting something different in, and I can't see the chat myself to go up and pull it up. Oy vey. Oh, GT Junior, you were first? Okay. Okay, I got it. Now you're saying GT Junior. No, no, no. You got it, GT Junior. Bad Body says it was GT Junior. No problemo. No problemo. But anyway, G Mama put it there for me. G Mama put it. Oh, thank you, G Mama said GT Junior said China. No problem. But I'll tell you what, Miss Ellen, I know that you sew. I challenge you to send me a fabric postcard and I will send it. You really want it? That'll be so cool, GT Junior. So do you want I love these. This one has this one has Coco Pelli, the little guy in the background with the fort and African fabrics. And oh, this one is all African fabrics except Coco Pelli. Which do you like this one, GT Junior? I have one that was handmade with corn. Tell me which one you want, GT Junior. I think I had your address. You sent me some mail, but just send it to me again. Or would you like a peony? You can have a peony. Men can have flowers. Or this is a one of a kind art fabric postcard. And anybody, Lorraine T, I have 2 videos on how to make apple cider vinegar, and I promise you, you won't have cooties in it or mold or anything. It doesn't matter. Oh, GT Junior, they're all made with love. Oh, or I have a one of a kind like this one. If you tell me which one, because we still have 5 minutes, and then I finished that whole pack I was working on, you guys. I did my homework. I have butterflies. There are several of these. Oh, this one is really cool. This one is made out of Auntie Ellen's old jean dress, and it's Coco Pelli and a silver heart. And a silver heart. GT Junior, this is one of a kind. Would you like this one? It has a part of Auntie Ellen in my jean dress. This dress was so big, had so much fabric in it. I'm also going to make an apron out of it, and I made several postcards. This one is beautiful. Okay, GT Junior, make sure that you email me, please. Yes, 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 he says. Okay, this one is yours. But any of you who sends me a fabric postcard, if you don't want to sew one and you want to take any material, fabric or something, one you made yourself, and send me one, I will send you one in return. So I will show you the ones that are different that I have to send out. Oh, speaking of the Great Wall of China, I have this one. It has a Chinese pagoda, except that postcard is in upside down and it's all zigzag down, and I can't change it. The Great All of China. The Great All of China. Oh, the people one is beautiful to you. Okay, Campbell's Creation, send me a postcard and I will save that one for you. A fabric postcard. Oh, Lorraine T likes my hair. Thank you. I wasn't sure. I was just trying something. I love it. I love it. I'm going to get my granddaughter to lock it for me or keep it like that. I don't know how to do it other than to just wash it and keep. Can you look at it real close? It is all these little twists, twists of hair. All my little gray hair of my 75 years of wisdom. Do you see it over there? Or like Rachel says, she's in the bush. You see my hair? You see my gray hair? It's all my wisdom that I don't have any color in my hair. You're welcome, Miss Ellen. And put the card that you wanted because I will forget which one. GT Junior grows in Alaska wants the denim one with Coco Pelli and the handmade heart. Yes. So this was fun making these, you guys. And I have a little kit. And what I do for those of you who want to make the postcards, this was, I think, the very first one, a sample one. I have a pile with the unbleached muslin and the heat and bond on one side. Then I have a pile of fabrics 4 inches by 6 inches, and then I put them together. Rumple, Rumple Lockskin, my hair. She said, will grow down to the ground. So it's 5 o'clock, you guys, and let's all go over and support Humble Servants. Humble Servants is a crafting group, and it consists of Best Yet Journey, Lydia, TT's Pantry, and Gina. They have a crafting group, Humble Servants. They're on at 5, and tell them Auntie Ellen sent you. They have 150 subscribers. If you like what they're doing, subscribe. And they're doing a lot of crafting, what do you call it, with the book journaling and all of that. And I'm going to head over and support them as well. I love the way that we support each other. And that's what my friend of 25 years said, that in this chat, when she came here, she just heard me commenting and reading what you said. The link, I don't know how to. I don't have the link, Crafty Leo. But if you put, I don't know if you can see my link up here. It says GQuat Weekly Create in Chat 824. Or G Mama dropped it. Thank you so much, G Mama Grows. You rock. You rock. I appreciate that. Thank you, FR Humphrey. And anybody who makes a card, whether it's paper, it could be wood, it could be poured rosin. It has to be 4 inches by 6 inches to get it in the mail. I will send you one. Okay. Ego Amote, mommy. I love you. Thanks for coming, everybody. This was fun. I enjoyed having my first live guest, and I invite you more to come up. Thank you.